Hi guys, welcome back to the Screenwriters Corner. If you've just stumbled on this channel, please tap on the subscription button. Do you know what we do here? We talk about everything film. Yes, from the inspiration behind the stories I tell, those beautiful movies you see, of course, down to sharing screenwriting tips, behind the scene videos, everything film, basically. That's what we do on this channel. We entertain you and we educate you. If you are interested in screenwriting and you really don't know how to start, this is where you should belong. Join this family because you're going to learn a lot from this channel that will help your screenwriting journey. Do join us by tapping the subscription button. Yes, subscribe to this channel. Turn on the post notifications so you can be among the first people to get our videos. It is very important, yes, that you know come late. Yeah, and please share our videos with your loved ones, anyone you know is interested in storytelling and screenwriting. Share our videos with them. And if you've already been with this family, if you've been a part of us from when we started, you are the real VIP. I don't take you guys for granted at all. Thank you for sticking with us. So guys, I am super excited about today's content. Yes, today we'll be talking about something very interesting, like absolutely interesting. You're going to enjoy it. Please don't leave us. Stick with us to the end of this video as we talk about something a lot of you have messaged me about. When are you going to do a content on the do's and don'ts of screenwriting? Yes, today we'll be talking about the don'ts of screenwriting, what you shouldn't do as a screenwriter, especially a Nollywood screenwriter who wants to write for TV. This video will be very helpful for all newbie writers, even professional writers. So this video will be helpful for you. So please stick with us as we talk about the don'ts of screenwriting, things you shouldn't do as a screenwriter. So some people come to my DM on Instagram telling me that their scripts are being rejected. Sometimes producers request for their script and do not get back to them anymore. Maybe by the end of this video you'll find out why. You'll find out why your script is being rejected, why producers don't get back to you. So these are do's and don'ts I know will help you as budding writers, especially those who want to pitch their scripts to Nollywood producers who majorly film for YouTube. Yes, and Iroko TV, that's Rock Studios and Africa Magic channels. This video is for you guys. The number one thing you must not do is do not use too many characters. Yes, that's correct. Do not use too many characters in your screenplay. That's probably the reason why producers don't get back to you. You've sent them your script and you probably have 15 main characters. For a producer producing the movie for YouTube, how do you expect them to make their money? The business of YouTube, basically, do not be deceived, is for profits. It's business. Of course they want to entertain you, but at the same time they want to make money. But if you have 15 characters in your story, major characters, they're going to pay those people. How will they make their money? So the first thing you must not do is do not use too many characters. Use less characters. 4 characters, 5, 6 characters, and a few extras. Yes, most of my stories are, if you've seen most of my movies, you see I use very less characters while telling my stories, and I'm still able to tell very fantastic stories with less characters. Yes guys, you don't need 15 major characters or 15 to 20 characters to tell a story, especially if it's for YouTube. They need to make their money, and if they are paying 15 lead actors, maybe I'm exaggerating, let's say 10, that's a lot, right? So that's why producers are rejecting your script. If you have that number of characters, they will not even take you seriously. So do not use too many characters in your scripts. Use 5 to 6 characters, like I said, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a few extras. You can tell a beautiful stories with less characters. Go check my movies. I've told stories with just 4 characters. 4 characters and a few extras, and you enjoy the story. Yeah, so do not use too many characters. If you're writing a novel, please explore where you can use as many characters as you want. If you're writing for the cinema, you can use more characters. If you're writing for Netflix, those are big budget movies. But if you're writing for Rock TV, Africa Magic channels, that's Africa Magic Urban Showcase and the rest, and you're writing for YouTube, use less characters. Is the first thing you must know as a newbie writer, so that when you pitch your script to producers, they won't reject your script because you have too many characters. The next thing you must not do, the number 2 on our list of do not use many locations. Yes, that's correct. Do not use too many locations while writing a script you want to pitch to a producer who wants to put their movie on YouTube platform or Rock TV or Africa Magic channels. Do not use too many locations. Some of you have sent me your script for me to take a look at. You are like, this producer, you send the producer the script since producer has not gotten back to you, the producer is not saying anything. It could be that you have written up to 7 locations, or you've written 10, 15 locations. No, I am not exaggerating. I've seen a script about a guy, Frank. Okay, there was Frank's house, there was Frank's parents' house, and it had nothing to do with the story. The Frank parents' house, like, it was unnecessary. The story would have been told without showing us Frank's parents' house, because I think in the script, so just about 2 times to 3 times we saw that location. There is Frank's girlfriend's house. Let's say I've forgotten. Let's call the girlfriend Jennifer. There is Jennifer's house. That's how many locations? 3. There is Jennifer's friend's house. That's 4. There is supermarket. Then Frank's office. That's like too many locations. It's the too many characters, too many locations is the main reason they will reject your script. I'm telling you the raw truth. The first reason why producers, if you are trying to pitch your scripts to a producer, the first thing a Nollywood producer would ask you is, how many characters, how many locations? My fellow writers can relate. Yes, they will ask you that. If you tell them like 12 characters or 9 locations, they'll be like how would they make their money? So use less locations. You can tell a very good story with 3 to 4 locations. The lead character's house, maybe a supporting character's house if necessary, of course. That's 2 major locations. Then an office scene, or maybe a business, supermarket, boutique, anyone. If it's a constant, that's 3 locations, and you're able to tell a story. I've told a story with just 2 locations before. In fact, I've told many stories with just 2 locations than exteriors. Yeah, so you can tell a beautiful story with less locations. I'm not telling you it has to be 2, at least 3 to 4 locations. Don't write a script you want to pitch to YouTube producers and they are seeing up to 10 locations now. How will they make their money? I told you the business is solely for profit. So I was saying you need to work on a budget-friendly script if you want to pitch your scripts to these producers. Yes, so that they don't reject your scripts. Your script must be budget-friendly. Less locations, less characters. It does the trick. Yeah. So the third thing on my list of things you shouldn't do as a newbie writer is do not write unachievable things, unachievable scenarios and events. Yes, Nollywood producer that want to produce their movie for YouTube just to make money, they're not writing things that they cannot achieve. Don't run away from the scripts. They just want something they can shoot easily. Yes, so by unachievable scenarios, let me point out a scenario. Okay, I once read a script. This was long ago, when I was still, I think, 2 years ago, and the writer was trying to tell us, the character was a woman battling, it was a new mom battling postpartum depression, and the writer wanted to like show us a mental breakdown. And the writer was like, she jumped up and pulled down the chandelier. She pulled it down and then she smashed the table in the living room, smashed it to pieces, and then she ran out of the house and broke the windows of all the cars in the compound. Like, the husband was running after her, don't do it. She was breaking, like destroying everything. This is Nollywood though. How do you expect them to achieve this scenario? There are better ways to show mental breakdown. You can write for the character to destroy things, but not things like this. Because if we're saying the character is destroying a center table, it has to be a real center table. Do you get? Nollywood, we are a work in progress, especially those of us that like the producers that work for this platform. You cannot write that kind of unachievable thing for them. They'll run if the producer is reading your script and the producer just sees that, he or she will run away because they'll be like, how do I, or they'll probably not shoot it. Yes, they'll just take it out of the scene. They'll probably, so do not write. Many people will just not bother. How will you say the character runs out and starts destroying the car, the windows of the car, the glasses and all of that? Is going to be too, like, it's going to be such a tax for them. Yes, so do not write unachievable situations that cannot be achieved easily. It's probably one of the reasons they've not accepted that script too. That script you're working on, go and check it again. So if you've written anything that is going to be very, very stressful for them to film, I'm not talking about the cinema. If you want to write for the cinema, Netflix, Amazon, please explore a way they can go through. Those are big budget films. They can plan for that. You can write that they smash TV, they smash this. Those things are achievable. They are big budget films. But for a small budget film, they want to take a good look at their budget and they rather accept a script that will be easier to shoot, to film, than a tough one. Okay, so while writing a script for this platform and TV, basically ask yourself, is this achievable on set? Can they achieve this on set? If you have a yes to that, please go ahead and write it. So 3 things we've said. First thing is what? Do not use many characters. The second one, do not use many locations, and do not write unachievable things. Thank you. So another thing you must not do. See, this knowledge I'm giving you guys is paid knowledge, but you're getting it for free. And you are here, you're watching me, and you still haven't subscribed to this channel. Please now, should I kneel? Subscribe. You can see that this channel have been very helpful to you. You can't deny that. You've learned, even though it's just one thing from this channel. So please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to tap on the like. Please encourage me by liking this video. Thank you. The fourth on our list that you must not do is this: do not over describe. Do not over describe your scenes, your locations, your characters. Do not over describe. Now, what do I mean? You want to tell us a character is wealthy. You're introducing the character's apartment to us. I've seen screenplays where they talk about the colors. They'll tell you a mansion, which is fine, and a yellow couch, or maybe brown or whatever color, and the center rug is ash, the center table is glass, the chandelier is gigantic. There's no point. You can tell us this character is wealthy without, first of all, what's your business with the color of the couch? If it does not progress the story, if it has nothing to do with the story, we don't want to know the color of the couch. Some of you even go ahead to talk about the color of the car, or the character is quite short or tall or fat. If it's not crucial to the story, don't tell us. If the story is not about a fat girl trying to lose weight and the challenges she's going through, we don't want to know if she's fat or slim, except it has to do with the story. So if the couch, the red couch or the red car, has nothing, the color has nothing to do with the story, do not tell us. Do not over describe. Just tell us a girl, a beautiful girl. Just tell us a couch, the place is lavishly furnished. We know, oh, lavishly, the person is wealthy. You don't need to tell us the couch is this color. Do not over describe your scenes, your locations, and your characters. A lot of newbie writers do that. When I see your script, I see over description. Some of you over describe to the point that you tell us the size of the TV. You tell us it's a 72 inches TV. That's if there's a TV like that. You tell us there's 72 inches or 100 and something inches. You want to tell us this person is rich. Tell us there is a flat screen TV. Leave that to the set designer, right? They know what a wealthy person's house should look like. Don't tell them the color of couch. Don't leave that to the set designer. Your business is to focus on your story. Tell your story without over describing the character. Some of you will say she's on a low cut. Does it progress the story? Why are you telling us she's on a low cut? If it has nothing to do with the story, there's no point. Do not over describe. That's the fourth thing you must not do. So You must keep your scene descriptions concise. Both scene, both locations, both characters. You must keep the description concise. Do not over describe. Thank you. This fifth one is very important. Even professional writers, even some professional writers are guilty of this. Yes, they still do it. Newbie writers, some of you still make this mistake. You do it out of ignorance. Why some people, they think it's normal to do this. And I'm forced to ask, dear screenwriter, what's your business with directing the camera? Are you the DOP? Are you the director? Why are you directing the camera? It is not your duty as a writer to direct the cameras. Camera follows her from the kitchen as she walks to the living room. She sits down, the camera pans on her face. It zooms her in to see her eyes. You see that she's crying. The camera circles around that. Like, I've seen a lot of camera descriptions and I'm like, why are you wasting your time as a screenwriter? That's not your business as a screenwriter. Leave that to the DOP. Leave that to the director. They can do that on set. Your duty, you're not on set. Your duty is before set. So focus on your storytelling. You have no business with where they are going to place the camera. When I read a script and you have so many camera directions, I just assume you are a newbie writer or you are an unprofessional writer. Yes, that's right. A professional writer knows they have no business with that. They have no business with the camera directions and all of that. Leave that creativity to the director of photography. That's your DOP or your director. Do not direct cameras. Your business is to what is being filmed, not how it is being filmed as a writer. When you send me your script, please let me see less of close shots on her face, pan across, zoom. It even makes your screenplay uninteresting to read. There are too many camera directions. It makes it tiring to read. So please do not direct the camera when writing your screenplay. Focus on your storytelling instead. Thank you. Another daunt of screenwriting I want you to know. This is very important. Please do not rely on dialogues alone. Do not rely on dialogues alone. Do not depend on dialogues. Sometimes show us. Don't tell. Show. Do not tell. So let's say, for instance, Promise is sitting on the couch. And she says, there's nothing left to say. She was all watching helplessly as she storms out of the room, leaving him there all by himself. Now, in this scene, the emotions and tensions between Promise and Chibuzo are conveyed, not even through their dialogues. If you notice, there were more actions in that scene than there were dialogues, right? Even the setting, remember we started by saying Promise was tapping on her knee with her fingers. The tapping of her fingers already suggested the internal struggle she was facing even before Chibuzo arrived. The envelope she pointed at already goes to show there is an unresolved issue, unresolved conflict. Now I am showing you rather than telling you. So it's not everything you tell us, you show us. What about Chibuzo's physical appearance and his desperate attempts to explain? It shows urgency and guilt. We said he came drenched in the rain. For him to have come all the way to her house, to Promise's house, in the rain, it means it is something very serious. Now, Promise's emotional outburst and departure speaks volume about the state of their relationship. She doesn't need to say, it is over between us. I can't do this anymore. No. The way she walked away and saying there's no need to explain, it already passed the message. With the way she walked out, with her reactions and everything, the audience can guess that this means the end of their relationship. So this use of action and visuals enhances the depth of the scene and it makes more impact than writing dialogues. When you use more actions, it gives it more depth, making your story more engaging and evocative for your audience. Do not rely on dialogues. Use actions instead. Show us. Do not tell us. Another thing you must not do as a writer, this is the seventh on our list of do not do this. Another thing you must not do is do not introduce your own style of formatting a script. Ma, sir, abeg. Do not use your own style. Don't come and teach us a new pattern, a new style of formatting a script. There is a standard. You cannot be writing a screenplay with MS Word. Someone reached out to me on Instagram and was all about the story being fantastic, being unique, and I like to pay attention to a lot of writers. We are all writers, right? So when newbie writers are reaching out to me, I don't ignore them. I try my best to attend to them. So I responded, I'm like, oh wow. Person was like, please, I just want you to take a look. I want you to read it and all of that. And I'm like, okay, send the first 5 pages of your script. Just send an excerpt. And I did not demand for the entire script because I wanted to see what the person's formatting style was like. I've seen worse. Jesus. Some people even use a font I have never seen in my whole life because the font is fine. I once asked one, why this font? Said she liked it. The font is fine. You can't use a font you like. You can't use a font style you like. There is a standard. So the person sent the first 5 pages and it was not well formatted. It was written with MS Word. Who writes a script with MS Word? Is that not why this channel is here? There's a video on this channel on the different screenwriting apps you can use. Why MS Word? Why MS Word? You can't use MS Word to properly format a script. It will look haphazard. It will look scattered. Your dialogue will be fighting with your action line and your character name. No. There are certain applications, certain apps you can use for screenwriting. Do not introduce your own style to us. Some of you bold some words you are not supposed to bold. In fact, some of you bold almost all words in your script. He stands up, you will bold stand up. She sits down, you will bold sit down. He's shivering, you will bold shivering. I'm not talking about writing it in all caps, so like capital letters. You are bolding it. Why? Why are you bolding anything in your script? You are introducing your own style to us. Please, there's a screenwriting standard. There's a style. There's an industry standard. Some of you don't even number your scripts. I don't know if that is normal. I don't know, but I don't understand the idea of not numbering your scenes, rather. Your scenes, I mean. I don't understand the reason why you will not number your scenes. Please number your scenes. Don't introduce your style. Don't introduce a new font, a new spacing. In fact, I've seen a script where the writer used different fonts. I'm not kidding. I would not want to put someone's work out here, but the writer actually used different fonts for the story. I'm like, the writer put some words in italics, bold some words, then some words add different fonts. I still don't understand why the writer used different fonts. Maybe she felt like, oh, for this person's dialogue, I want to use a very beautiful font. Then for this person's dialogue, I want to use a normal font. That's weird. Stick to the industry standard of formatting. Yes, you can browse it. You can browse scripts. You see different scripts online. There are even wrong ones online too. So maybe reach out to a writer that is already in the industry to show you. So I'm kind enough. I send screenshots of my scripts to some of you to help you. Yeah. So with that, you can see how it's done. You can see how it's formatted. Stick to that style. Stick to that pattern. Don't teach us your own style. Don't go and invent don't go and invent a new style of formatting a script. So that's another thing you should not do. Okay. Maybe it's probably one of the reasons your script is not being accepted. Because the producer has seen your script, you send it to them and they are like, what is this? Do you get? So if your script is not well formatted, it's the first reason they will even reject it. Because if you send it, they say packaging matters, right? So if you send your script to a producer and it's not well formatted, a lot of producers will not even bother reading it. That's the truth. They won't bother. Another thing you shouldn't do, dear screenwriter, do not use excessive exposition. Yes, in your story. By excessive exposition, what do I mean? You're about to play out a scene. You want to tell us what happened in the scene, and you are starting by telling us that in this scene, the sisters were raped by an armed robber, or in this scene, the Okorie's family are seated as the lawyer reads the will. Then you go ahead to play Mrs. Okorie. Do you mean my husband left a will for us before? You already gave us the expo at the beginning. You already told us that that scene, they want to read will. The family is seated. The lawyer is there to read the will. So why should I read on? You've already given too much excessive exposition. Introduce your character. Introduce the setting. Don't tell us what has happened. Play it out. Integrate it in the story. Let us see it play out in that scene. Then we can tell, we can deduce that, oh, this is what is happening. We see it. Do you get? You don't need to tell us before it happens. In fact, a script I just read, not quite long, for every single scene, the writer will tell you what will happen in summary before playing out the scene. That's not how it's done. Do not tell us. It's not needed. Just go ahead to play it out. Integrate it into the story. Please, it is very important not to ignore structure. Do not ignore structure. That's another thing you shouldn't do. Try to understand and integrate basic structure in your storytelling, like the 3-act structure. It helps give your story a good pacing, so your story is not draggy. If you use a basic structure, your story is more organized. It progresses. It doesn't go back and forth. Yeah, so do not ignore structure. The 3-act structure, like I said, is very vital in storytelling. So if you're not familiar with it, please go read on the 3-act structure. It will help you as a writer. You'll be more organized and your actions will flow. Your story will progress. You won't look like you are lost while writing your script. Do not exclude or ignore conflict in your script. Whether you're writing for cinema or Netflix, Prime, YouTube, any platform, do not ignore conflict. Some stories are so dry and there's no conflict. By conflict, I don't mean there should be fighting and punching. No. Let there be conflict in your story. Let there be obstacles for your character. Let there be challenges for them. Ensure that your script has conflict, because it is conflict that drives your story. Your characters need a journey. You are taking them on a journey, so they need obstacles, they need challenges to face. So it is very necessary that your script, your story has conflict. So do not ignore conflict when writing your script. It is very important. If a producer is reading your script and it's dry, the person is just reading, there's no gain factor, is a turn off. In conclusion, there are many other things you shouldn't do as a screenwriter if you're writing for, especially this platform. If you're writing for different platforms, there are many things you shouldn't do, but these ones are very important. Perhaps I'll do a second part of this video. Yeah, a part 2 of do not do this in screenwriting. But if you know this video have been very helpful to you, you know that you've learned something, please, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. It means a lot to us. It will mean nothing to you. Please subscribe to this channel, the Screenwriter's Corner. For all of you who have been with us on this journey, who have been with me from the beginning of this video until now, you're the real VIPs. Thank you. Your quest for knowledge is really admirable. Thank you for sticking with us to the end of this video. Thank you. I'm sure you've learned a lot. I'm sure you revisit that script and try to see what you're not doing right, what I've listed that you should not do, that you are doing. That could be the reason the producers are not getting back to you. Please, after seeing this video, go back, revisit your script and check, what did she say we should not do? Did I use too many characters? Are my locations too many? Is my formatting the standard way of formatting? Just go there and just go through your script again, and you see you have answers to your questions. If you apply everything I've taught you, you see how they will be rushing you. If you're a good storyteller, that's the number 1. You must first be a good storyteller. It is better to be a good storyteller who does not understand formatting, who does not understand screenwriting, but you know how to tell a good story, than someone who does not even know how to tell a story at all. So if you don't know how to tell a story at all, you're not a good storyteller, a good writer, and you know all this knowledge, you need to work on your storytelling skill. So, but if you're already a very good storyteller and you have very unique ideas, if you apply these things I've just said and then write your synopsis and send the script to that producer, then tell me whether they will reject your script. So please share this video with anybody you know is interested in screenwriting. It will help them. It will help them. They will be able to sell their scripts themselves. If you can write well and your script is well formatted, everything is in order, and you send to a producer, or even though the producer does not reply you, it will be easier for your fellow writer to help you if you're already good enough. Do you get? So please stick to everything I've said in this video. So guys, I'll end this video with this. Do not forget to revise your script. Go back to it when you're done writing. Edit it. Check for punctuation. Check for grammar error. Just check if you misuse character names. So there is a need to revise your work. No man is an island. Everyone makes mistakes. You don't want to bore your producer with so many errors, so many mistakes in your script. So please do not forget to revise and edit your work, your script, when you're done writing. This is paid knowledge. I'm just giving you guys for free. Yes, this is paid knowledge. I'm supposed to organize a class and teach this. You will pay. Do you get? And teach you well. But I'm giving you for free. You see, all you have to do for me is subscribe. Just subscribe to this channel, like our videos, share it so that other people will see that yes, this is knowledge. They get good knowledge here for free. So that data you are wasting, you use it to come and watch good content on this channel. They are very helpful content on this channel. Go through this channel, please. If you've just stumbled and this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, if this is your first time seeing this pretty face, you've just stumbled on this channel, then you've been missing, no? And you are a newbie writer. You have passion for writing, and you are just getting to know about Promise Fejiro or the Screenwriters Corner. Please go through the channel. There are very helpful videos on how to write a synopsis, how to pitch your script for sale, how to write a script outline, different careers in filmmaking. Let me stop there. Am I talking all over the place? Am I repeating myself?
No.
Let me just continue.
You're not repeating yourself.
Let me just continue. Because nobody is going to pay people. Oh, action. Even give you, we even drop don't they talk too much. I beg.